Viba, it's very good to have you here. Thanks for coming to Illinois and being having me in part of your blog interview. And hope you enjoy yourself here at the games. And I expect big things from you in the sheaf because Ted Van Vleck is gunning for you in the sheaf. He's coming today and he's going to practice on my field because he's really intimidated by you.
He's wrong. Okay, welcome everyone to a new episode from Kilted Tales. This time, I'm in Valmeyer, right?
Valmeyer, Illinois.
And I'm sitting here with a 2 times Masters World Champion, Brent Abbott.
Hey, Viva, how are you doing?
Welcome.
Thanks for having me. Blancheva.
So, Brent, 2 times world champion and competing for more than 30 years.
Yep, 33.
33. Oh, and you still are motivated to go on.
Yep. And you'd think I'd be better by now.
How did you do that?
Just keep going.
Yeah. So what's your story when you get in the Highland game?
Once I found out that our family name Irvin was Scottish and not Irish, like the family thought, my family came over from Northern Ireland to Southern Illinois a long time ago. So we thought we were Irish, but we were really Scottish plantation people that were in Northern Ireland under King James and Queen Elizabeth, and given land there. And they eventually came here. And so we always thought we were Irish, but we're really Ulster Scots.
Yeah.
And so I did some background check. And once I found out that I was Scottish, I was excited. And then I thought, okay. And then I saw that they had Highland games. And so I volunteered at a games in Phoenix to help them out with their games. And they had the athletic event and they had a novice class. And I thought, oh, I can embarrass myself just as easy as anyone else can. And so I threw C class and I was hooked ever since. That was in 1991.
Yeah.
So I was very happy. And then got my family kilt made. All that, my Irvin Tartan, our clan.
This is Irvin Tartan.
This is Irvin Tartan. Yep. And our clan that I belonged to, they did DNA testing, and everyone got tested and sent their family background. And turns out I'm the direct male descendant of the clan back 700 years.
So, and how do you keep in a good shape?
How do I keep in good shape?
Yeah.
So you're saying I'm in good shape now?
I think so, yeah.
Thanks. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Well, I advocate throwing. A lot of people go to gym or throwing or both.
Yeah.
I just throw whenever I can. I haven't been practicing enough like we always do, but I find if I just practice and get good at the technique, then the muscles work themselves naturally. There was times I tried to do squatting in the gym and stuff like that, and but it really just took away from practice time. So, and we have so many events that we have to practice. Gym time, I don't think it always gets all the muscles that you need for a complete throw.
Yeah.
So I've advocated just throwing and working on technique and practice, and you'll work the right muscles. I've seen a lot of people kind of overdo it in the gym and hurt themselves, knock themselves out. And I'd just rather be in it for the long run. And so far, I haven't had hardly any injuries. Little shoulder issue with arthritis, but it's all good. So I think just throwing is a good way to go.
that you working more on your technique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you had a goal when you started? Do you think for okay, I want to be the best from whatever class?
I just wanted to move on up, from C class to B class, and
Yeah.
then it was intimidating getting into the A class, but
Yeah.
it was good just to see how good. I didn't really have any goals except do better
Yeah.
and to win a class when you could, because when you won my first C class, I moved up, and then I was like, oh, I got tougher competition, so you work through that, and I finally remember winning my first B class, and then moving to A, and so it's just better getting PRs, personal records.
Mm-hmm. I remember also we joined the Traps and Highland Games.
Oh yeah,
also with Het Stegeman.
Yep. Long road trip from Netherlands to Leipzig.
Yeah, and a rainy day.
The rainy day. But you know what was nice about that, other than, it's always the rainy, sloppy games that you remember, because they stick in your mind, like, trying to throw the weight for distance and slopping and slinging around. But I was impressed. They paid for expenses very well, and you don't get that in the U.S. So that was a very nice surprise.
Yeah.
And I got my first plots award down in my study from that games, and that was good. And you and I and
I've seen it,
and Garrett finished well on that.
Yeah. So that was a kind of a wedding gift. We let you win.
We appreciate that. All donations appreciated.
Yeah. So about the Highland Games, what's your favorite event, and which one you absolutely don't like?
I wouldn't be heartbroken if they got rid of the stones. I'm not a stone thrower.
No.
I practice it more than all the other events because I stink at it. And as you know, if you can get buried on points on events very easily, right? So you can do firsts across the board, but if you get beat by several people in the stones, you lose your overall ranking. So stones I could do without. I'm getting better. I have to work on them constantly because it's not a natural thing. And I compete with, previous guys who've done shot put in college. But my favorites are, I'd say in order, is probably caber, sheaf, and then maybe hammers after that. But sheaf I've held a world record in, and in caber I'm very comfortable with my technique in that.
I liked all the events until the weight over bar is coming.
Yes. If I have to stand, if the rules make me stand, I'm usually not that great at weight over bar as well.
Did you do some track and field on school?
No, just junior high school, shot and discus, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So we are here in Velmeyer. How did you come here?
So,
because you lived before in Phoenix?
Yeah, so I've lived in Phoenix, and I met Gretchen, my wife, at the Phoenix Highland Games. And since I won my class there, she decided that I might be worth knowing. So we kept up a long-term relationship. She lives here about a half an hour north of here, up in Columbia, Illinois. And her family's always lived there. She's always lived there. She has a house. So we were together for about 5 years before I finally proposed. And then I sold my house in Phoenix, and I moved into her house there while she bought this property with her brother and cleared out and built a house on it. And then we started in 2017, and then we moved in 2019 here.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, I leveled a place out back on our field to make a Highland Games competition field.
And now you are a farmer.
Now I'm a farmer. We got 2 Clydesdale horses.
I met them.
You've met them, and you brought them in last night.
Yeah.
And your favorite breed, the Icelandic horse that we have.
Oh,
your favorite ride horse.
That's a special story.
That's another story you can share with your fans another time. But just know that there's a special story about Viba riding Icelandic horses in Iceland. Anyway, so yeah, and now Gretchen is thinking when she retires to get Highland cows.
Yeah.
So, and I go, do I get to ride them or eat them? And she goes, you can ride them. We're not going to eat them. We're raising them as pets. And I'm like, okay.
That's well said. So, and your wife is she's not from Germany, but She had some.
Yeah, several. The Columbia here is a very big German immigration population from years ago.
Yeah.
And both from all over different parts of Germany. Parents are from different parts of Germany, and they even the church that we're members of had um, liturgy in German sometimes, but it's now just English. So lots of German names all over the German place names, German streets.
Yeah.
But so yeah, she's 100% German, which is kind of odd in the U.S. to be 100% of anything, right? Because I'm even half English and half Scottish.
That was one of the reasons you traveled to Germany when.
Yep.
10 years ago.
Yep. And when for her 50th birthday, we went to Germany. It was the first time she'd gone there, and we had a great time. And we went to all the different places in Black Forest and Alsace-Lorraine, where her mother's ancestry is from, and up north in the town of Gifhorn, which is her maiden name, which was where it's
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, we went to Oktoberfest in Munich.
Yeah,
that was great. Enjoyed that quite a bit. Saw some Scotsmen wearing their kilts there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Oh, yeah. And I was like, I didn't bring mine.
You bring the trophy.
Yep.
Britain.
There you go.
And about your work, what do you do for a living?
So my company I've been working for space companies for the last 20 years or so, big ones and small ones, bringing over and standing up European space companies' offices in the U.S. as their CEO. And then this last company is a small space startup. Got only 25 people, only been in existence for a little over 2 years. And we make robotic spacecraft that go up into space, and they go and they look at other spacecraft, identify them, fix them, help them, move them as needed. We put up one experimental spacecraft already last year, and we've got 2 more planned for next year.
Okay. But you never had an idea to go up?
No, I'm fine with my feet planted firmly on the ground and working on my footwork for throwing. I want to launch my weights. I don't want to launch myself.
Okay. I'm thinking sometimes, what do you do on the moon, or why you want to go to Mars, or no?
Yeah, well, not me. No, people that are adventurous and want to go there, and I like where I don't have to bring my own air.
So, any advice for upcoming athletes?
Absolutely. Just get involved however you can. It's a good fellowship.
Yeah.
There's always people willing to help you. Get involved with local clubs because they'll usually have all the implements you need. They'll have throwing facilities or fields, and it's easier to get into if you got expertise, equipments, and fields. So find a club or a friend, or make friends. Go to games, get friends. There's always people willing to help out. It's a great a fellowship that you can count on.
So, Brent,
and don't go to the gym too much. You're going to hurt yourself. Just go out and throw.
Loud and clear. So, we've met in Norway, Andoya, first time 2013,
just north of the Arctic Circle.
Yeah. You still playing a bagpipe?
Well, it depends. I played bagpipes for church last Christmas, and it takes a lot of practice to stay in. I have to have the pucker power and the lung power, so I have to have a little practice before a couple of weeks practice before I can actually play decent.
Because I remember you were playing bagpipes in the midsummer.
Yep. And now I got to get him out there, and we're going to practice some sheaf and some weight over bar before tomorrow.
I hope to see you for next time. And for the volunteers,
Stay healthy, throw far.
thank you very much.